right. Let's back this up a little bit. All right, so now we're going to go to the
Backdeck-Class. Und jetzt in einem Schwung.
So, yep, everything's gone the same. Come up, right. I stretch. I go here. I come down, but I feel like there's no immediate choice. So you're going to turn your hips, then you're going to turn your arms. Okay, because it's very hard to move both at once. So when I'm here, I need to get my elbows on the mat. So first I'm going to be here, hold up and fold here. You feel my elbows on the mat? Here. This is important. Now, how do I get this leg in? Okay? By having this gable grip, I'm going to stretch your head to me and stretch my bottom leg away. And then you're going to come back to your knees. Does that make sense? Now, a lot of people will try to do this. For me, I don't like this. Okay, so I'm going to post my foot on the mat. I can keep this tight. I can just sit up and come up. My hand is in your hip. Okay, and I'm pushing out. That way, if you try to come into me, and I'm keeping my hand out wide, my chest will go sort of on your back. Now, you feel my foot around your shin?
Yeah.
I take that out before I do this. And then step in and go here. Makes sense? Doesn't matter which side you do. This side, this side.
No, let me do the same.
So then turn the head, stretch the legs. First thing, always take the weight off. Because if you don't, you can't push the arm across.
Yeah.
And I teach this sometimes, it's like you went for the, I always go for the choke first. Right? Because if you finish it here, finish it.
Yeah.
Like, but if you can't, like you're too far to the side, you have to go forward. Good. Keep your hip tight. Go gable grip, right? Now, you're not just going to use your leg, you're going to stretch.
Yeah.
Like and you want to make sure you don't lay on your back. You stretch your shoulders away this way. Now, this one, often, I'll actually go to the lat. And then I'm going to come up, put your right foot on the mat.
Right foot on the mat now?
Yep. You're going to come up close to the mat. You want to build height. So pull your knee out. There you go. And even get a little further out. Once you've got this, here we go. Yes. The goal is always to build more height than you. There we go. And then you can throw your leg in. There we go. Does that make sense? So when I decide to go, right, foot on the mat, holding the lat, I gotta get up, and then I gotta pull this knee out.
Good. Can we do the arm triangle too, so we have it recorded?
Yep. So you do it. Let's do it this way. All right, so, and then forearm on the neck. Oh, by the way, somebody was asking me the other day, like the forearm defense recovery. You can do it, right? Come back. Yeah, good, go back. Or the arm push across. Right, if I really get the arm over here and you're trying to push it across,
Yeah.
you can't. Do the forearm. Yep. Now, if my arm is so far over here, you can't do the forearm defense because you can't get.
Yes.
Right?
I get it.
Yeah. Okay, so just people will try to panic and do one and it's not in the right position. The other one is always open. Okay. But I come up, put my weight on. By the way, when you practice this, make sure people aren't kind of just doing this.
Yeah.
You're going to stretch your legs. Look. Oh, no. Look to the outside. Right, so only pressing on your neck. You're monitoring this arm. You stretch. You're going to push the arm. Pull. Head up. There we go. You're going to lock, then looking at your watch, right? Nice and tight. Take the space out. There's space here. So now it's your time to adjust. Okay. Very slight 2 to 3 degree hip change, and then shoulder change. Make sure when you do this, you don't open the space up. Okay. Now slide down and deep around the bicep. Hold your head. Bring your legs up. No. Just bring your legs up higher up with my body. Squeeze. Yeah. It's the squeeze that does most work. The only reason I said bring the legs up is sometimes down by the hips you don't get much stretch.
Yes.
So I just recapture. But one thing you're doing that lat, you're doing you're tight here, but then when you exchange, you move, you're opening that space. So I'm really not looking for more than that. So you feel my arm never really move. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just, honestly, it's almost just
A little.
a tiny bit, but I don't want to go in the open. It's just here. Very nice. And now the arm lock. Okay, let me get a V-top on. It's not important. I got him. Close your guard. The guy gets up, but he's holding on to this. So now you can't push your arm across at all. We can still do the defense if we need to twist. That's all we do. And now we're going to set up submission. All right? So, first off, for my weight, you can stretch your legs, but another way you can do this, sorry. Good to me, because I'm upside down, so it's giving me a little bit of trouble. Okay, so that's why I thought it's the same side. Yeah. It's been a while since I talked on this, but so in order to stop this pressure, this hand is going to clamp on me. Now, in sport we would do this because the guy would know not to do this. But we're here, the guy's pressing. Now you're going to put inside my leg. And here's the important part for all this spinning. This is the leg that's going to do most of the work. So you don't want to be too tight. You're going to swing it up into my armpit, bring your head this way, swing the leg over, keeping your hips off the ground. So, there you go. Curl, pinch, and now you can take this hand here. I like to keep the leg in case you need to dump. Pinch everything tight. Lift your hip. There we go. And that. So we have this. This does two things. It stops the choke, keeps my head in the leg. Here, the mistake people will make is they'll leave this leg down. This is the big foreleg. So it swings up my body, hips are off the ground. Excellent. Twitch your knees, flex your toes. And so what I've done is I've made an option for what they have the collar. You can
He stays there.
yes. Now they don't work on the ground too. Right? So I teach this. Yeah, so what I'll do, well, I actually like this unlock a lot. You guys, even if I was here, just control me like this. Rock my weight forward a little bit, hook the leg, spin. In fact, I say this, if you watch, this is actually one of the two head and arm lock. These guys are trying to punch, but you'll get control of it. Makes sense. But from a self-defense point, the guy, and it could be even he's stiff arming you, but I teach it. If he's stiff arming me, I can still just knock my hand off the neck. Or I can swim inside. You know, clearly wrong. This is grab 2 for the forearm. If not, when you push it across, you go for the choke, fails, you go for that. Right? He has the key. We can do the arm lock. And then all 3 of these, we also have the option to just and I can send those to you, or I can put them in the RMT group. That way you have the reference to, and I'll find the other ones.
And final question: when you do the standard arm lock from the guard,
The shoulder and head up.
yeah, at the end, you go to the wrist, or you keep the elbow. What do you do at the very end?
So, because I'm really picky about how I do this. So here, right?
Yeah.
Frame the face. Here, I'll usually just keep this hand here. Mostly because your defense at that point is just get your leg out of it. Now, your defense is also to drive in, but once I have this, that's not here. Now, lot of it is here. Pull your arm out. But I just kind of leave it because otherwise, if this is a fight, I might pull it out and lock it on. Again, I go not here, but
Yeah.
and then the important part is this. Never like this. Never stretching the legs. I always keep the legs flexed and then lift my hip, looking towards this way. This way, if he hit stack me, we roll and break his arm. Stack me this way,
And on this angle, it doesn't matter if he's down or more up, the person.
it does.
It does?
His posture needs to be in the middle.
In the middle.
And that's why it's very important that I do this. This is one reason I don't like to do this. I don't control your posture. Right? If I do this, I control your posture that way, but not this way. Bring your body forward. Just about the head all the way down. Go chest to chest down. You know what I do. So I don't like to do that. And I don't pull down. Everybody does this thing. So now there's no space for your legs. My hand goes right here and right here. So come forward, pull away. That's the posture. Come forward, pull away. So I go palm here, fingers here. Does that make sense? Now you can keep your in either position. If I drive forward, you can open your fingers a little bit. You feel like it's not. That's really important. Now I can keep your head exactly like it is. The only time is I go here. And I make people practice this. This and then even you go your elbow just here, go a little bit deeper. So it's just basically the palm. Now I try to drive forward. Don't use your forearm, use your palm. I pull away. So you not this. Now you push my hip around. Open your palm right now. Now close your fingers. And I'll just go slightly deeper. So it's almost like I'm on the bottom of my palm. So a lot of times when they drive in, I might roll that down just a little bit. They pull away. Makes sense? And then this elbow is either belly button to elbow hip. To hip bone. No farther. If it's here, I actually like it a little bit right here than here. Right? Because when you spin, you see how it's starting to get off line a little bit? Okay. So actually for me, when it's about on the inside of my hip bone, and you spin, it's almost like, almost in a perfect position for me. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Now you can also grab the collar, because then you also have the ability, when I grab the collar, palm will be in front. I don't want to grab like this. Yeah, exactly. So grab here, and now, and then pull here. Does that make sense?
This, and then this,
To the thumb.
Yeah, to the thumb.
Yeah. And then the finish, I go for the finish. I'm being kind of lazy right now. See this? You see how my knees are almost above my hips?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do much bridging power. Right? So my finish, everything pulls in. Now I have a lot more bridging power. Like now I can do here.
So really bite down.
Bite down, but you bring your knees in. If I'm like this, how much weight is like that? I'm more like this. Because the break is a bridge. Right? So the more my legs get out here, the more I'm either going to have no bridge or I'm going to take a push. And I also curl my feet. I want to flex some muscles. But this is just my personal belief. When people point their toes, they tend to push. When people curl their toes, they tend to pull. So I want to pull and bridge, not kick you away.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you test like this. Go through the arm bar. Put here. Leg here. Now, let go of this arm. Let go. Here. Now, I want to, don't use your arms at all. Use your arms at all. Pinch your knees. So I can kind of pull away. Or we'll drag each other across the room. Right? The goal is to drag across the room. So, a couple of details. If my feet are like this, you see how my knees are open? Right? I'm going to turn, especially the one over the head, has to turn out. If it's like this, I'm going to get stacked. So what I mean by that is, if I'm like this and this leg is down your shoulders, you're going to stack. Right? Here. Okay, I move my head to the outside of your head. There's weight, but now you can still right? Now you can still. So what I'm looking to do is bring this leg up, and my heels turn out. And then I'm pinching my knees. Now pull your arm up. Pull me across the room. Now pull. Now if I push, watch this. If I start pushing your leg, now pull your arm up. Back. So, pinching very tight and turning this heel well, holding your knees in. So this is the drill, is not only can you not get your arm out. Nope. Pinch everything, bring your knees to your chest. That's the pressure you want. So that's a drill I'll have, is make them drag me across the room. So I don't want to have to use my hands to keep me on. And then the test is, can you tap with one or two fingers? Right, so we go here, and I go here, and I go here, and everything's tight. Loose, then I gotta start really doing this. All this. So the trick is, with all submissions at the end, I want to take all tension. So people do this. Just now. They'll do an Americana. And this grip is okay. There's no tension in the muscles. So I'm not going to be tense the whole time. This time, lock in and tough. I want you to flex your muscles as hard as you can. That just changed everything. When people go like this, and they may be using a lot of strength. There's no tension in the muscles. Pulling and doing everything. Get here for the flex all the muscles. That just changed everything. So I'm like this, I'm doing this. I keep doing that, but everything's relaxed. So the first thing I do is everything's sensitive. Everything runs like with that kind of tongue. Now, it's not squeeze and everything's soft. It's squeeze and everything flexes. My back, my arms, everything just goes. Do you see that? There's a Joe Rogan clip. Good job, the evil person. He's talking about when Khabib, when Islam submitted, and Dana White actually talked about this. Islam submitted Dober with the head and arm triangle, actually from kind of the wrong side. And Dana was like, I saw muscles in that guy's back. I didn't know, and that guy didn't know it was listening. Because at the end, people are those are strong, crazy squeeze. But again, people squeeze, most of their body's relaxed. Right? When I squeeze, everything tightens. And that's kind of a secret cheat code people don't use. They're going for a Kimura, they're doing this. Hey, everybody's pushing and flexing, doing this, but they're not flexing their muscles. That's the difference when you see this. You see, Happy Sunday.
Bye.
See you. Bye-bye. You know, Victor's like Red Sonja. You can only have sex with him if you defeat him in battle.
Okay, I pass. All right, guys.
I'm just telling you, like, you know, it's good.
It's good. I was not expecting all this filigrane.
Oh, this what?
He says, I move like a ballerina.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled with him last week. He's gotten tough.
Difference between Liliiano escape or sport, so self-defense, just self-defense.
I can't let space
Yeah,
open.
yeah. You go deep, you hide your head, and on sport, you just
Yeah.
frame on the hip.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. And that's always the biggest thing, right? Like, the hardest part is I usually teach the sport version first because it's a little easier, honestly.
Das ist nur gucken, was
The
kannst du
self-defense version is I have to learn how to do all those moves from clinch.
Du hast eine Disken, du hast halt so keine.
And so, how do I make space for you? You don't, right? Until he does. But then I gotta slow the space. It's just a matter of the space happens, but I gotta do it. I gotta control the distance of space. You only go a certain range, and how slow he does. If he doesn't make space, fine. I'm safe. Right? But I can't, and I see this even in like people who teach in self-defense, right?
See you, brother.
See, brother.
See you 1 week after.
Yes, sir.
Monday in a week.
Yeah, and they're like side control. And they're here. You can sit straight up. And yeah, maybe I can try to go up. It's a race. It's speed. Versus now you sit up. Even if you sit up,
Hier, ne?
sit up.
Genau.
Aber du gehst wirklich
I
mit
give you the space, but you give it.
Ich war ja für
I
den
have
Pass
plenty of time.
und dann halt gechillt und du bist hier gegangen.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing.
Hey,
Like,
ja.
guard.
Wenn du hier gehst,
Like if I want to do it,
mach einfach die Hand auf die Matte,
you start posturing.
jetzt zirkel dein Bein raus, das kannst nicht.
Here.
Und jetzt kommst du.
I'm not going to do this. Let you sit up, and then try to do an elbow wall. Now you don't have to do your elbow knee or anything. But for beginners, it's easier to learn this, proper positioning, and everything. Right? But then later, you just got to That's the same way you set up the keyboard, light up, and then go.
Ich bin so fleißig, guck mal, dass ich.
Yes.
Ja, und das ist nicht so schwer.
Also the armbar, you always have one that's a standard one, but
Wenn du zu weit nach vorne gehst,
He gave me a very nice compliment the other day. He was here, he's like, man,
links am Namen gegangen.
training, I thought I knew what an arm bump was, but I thought, I don't. Then I realized that was a chip up.
Aber immer.
And that's what, that, all I got that from is break. Right? I remember,
Normal.
thank you, brother.
thank you, Papa.
Okay. Ciao. I just remember Greg taught a seminar just for the guys who knock out keyboard. And we show up.
Jetzt help us was machen jetzt.
Back then, that was a lot. So we got another girl, you know, this shit. Because there's a difference between grab the wrist and and then somebody breaks it down. That's what you'll find when, you know, when I talk about the breadth of technique versus the depth of technique. A lot of times now, like, just too much. Like, do you have Netflix or anything like that? They actually have done this sort of study where people watch TV and stuff now. There's just too much choice. You're like, oh man, I really want to watch that. I really want to watch that. And so you end up scrolling for 40 minutes trying to figure out what to watch. Let me get something.
Yeah.
But if there was 3 channels on the TV back in the day, you're like, okay, watch one of these 3, that's a great choice. For me, jiu-jitsu is a little bit like that. Right? And the problem is, you can learn a technique, and then if it fails, you can relearn it. Right? So you don't ever figure out, okay, how do I actually make this technique work? And that's why a lot of guys go, well, this move doesn't really work, Y move doesn't really work, that video was shot, right? This move, don't do this move, it doesn't work. They don't understand the move. So my view is always really, take the fun of the moves. And always work, like, if you come to me 15 years ago and talking on our other video, wouldn't be as many details. There were years I just worked out, okay, well, okay, I do it, but every time I do it, this happens. Let me adjust the problem. Let me not work, okay, well, now I'm going to switch to a normal problem. Let me learn, okay, how do I make it so he can't do that? So, you know, Greg and the guys were always just, because there weren't that many moves back, you know? So we maximized. Like we did stack pass 3 times a week. Everybody back then can stack pass one mother. So we're not stopping the other guys stack pass.
Ich habe nicht erwartet, dass
That
ich
guys for the
das
our coach says that passes don't work.
Von hier,
And
bei
I taught
dir,
him,
wenn es
and like,
ist, dann ist der Mann.
they wrote me, coach, this status, because we got back, and he said, don't do that shit. And then we were passing all the ground balls for stack passes. And coach was yelling at us, that shit doesn't work. We're like, never pass those guys around before, and I'm passing it over and over. But, so, you know, the reason I'm saying this is not like bragging or anything. So I want you to, if you encounter problems, obviously, I'm a resource, resources, but also think, how do I do this to stop? I don't want to counter. Counters are good. I want to convince you. Right? The counter is, I made a mistake. Now how do I fix the mistake? Convention is, I don't make a mistake. Right? There will always be opportunities, but I want to limit the amount of mistakes of the potential. Right? So again, if I, and everybody will give you a reason for something a lot of times. And one good reason might not outweigh 10 deficits of a move. Right? So this is this control. I've got a lot of control of your arm. I can spin your arm. But I don't have your posture. I don't control your elbow. You can go all kinds of places. But I can do this, right? The deficit doesn't work for me, right? I'm not controlling your posture, anything like this, right? So it's a little harder, like if I start to spin, hold the shoulder back. See, I have a harder time bringing that shoulder down. You can rotate that shoulder. So, you know, that's a good reason, but for me, I'm gonna like, okay, the way I roll or the way that I think most people will do it, what are the biggest problems I'll have? How do I mitigate those problems?
Yes, absolutely. It's
Good.
I'm almost done with your guillotine video.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I'm impressed, man. So many hours of just guillotine. But I was like, man, because at the beginning you really go in detail, and then I'm like, well, from now on I don't know what is coming, and then all of this stuff is coming, and I'm like, wow.
I actually was really happy because I got so much like good press on that.
Yep.
But the funny part is, watch it. So we shot it at the Fort Bragg Fight House. We weren't technically allowed to, but because it's government building and everything. But we fought it at the Fort Bragg 82nd Airborne Fight House. There was 2 rooms. One room had air conditioning and a blue side. And the room we were in was nice, but the building is metal, and it was July in North Carolina. And it's just fucking hot as balls. So we would run a fan, turn it off, shoot some video, and sometimes you only see, you'll see like the bats are like dark color because we're just sweating. Then we'd run over, towel off, stand in front of the fan, turn it back off, run it back on. It was
now it makes it more